So continuing from the 143 problem, here the axis is appears to be inclined to VP at 45 degrees. So here once a slant triangular face is rest on HP, that is O dash B dash C dash is resting on HP, then the axis automatically will becomes inclined to HP here. Since the axis is inclined to HP, so when you look from the top view, that axis will going to have an apparent length in the top view. Since the axis is on the apparent length, and also the inclination given is also apparent inclination, because he says the axis appears to be, since it is appears in like that, so obviously that will be apparent inclination. So you have the apparent in the second position top view, so the inclination given for the third position is also apparent inclination. So you can reproduce the same sketch here by rotating at an angle of 45 degree. So how to do that? Consider any point on the xy line. By using the protractor, you measure an angle of 45 degree with respect to the xy line and then draw a line first. Then by using the compass, you measure a length from O to O1. Consider any point on that 45 degree line and cut an arc on this to get this point O1. Then join OO1 with a center line. Then you measure the length from O to this point. Similarly, from the same point O, you transfer it on to this OO1 line. Then once you get this point, then AD is perpendicular to OO1. So by using the protractor, and you keep the protractor here and you measure an angle of 90 degree with respect to OO1 line and then draw a perpendicular line. Then by using the compass, you measure the length from this point to D and also from this point to A. Both will going to have same distances. So from here, you cut an arc on this side to get the point A, and similarly from this point you cut an arc on this side to get the point D. Then from A and the AB and DC both are perpendicular to AD. So keeping the protractor on AD line with A as center, measure an angle of 90 degree with respect to AD and then draw a line. Similarly from D also you do the same procedure. Then you measure the length from A to B. From A you cut an arc on this to get this point B, and similarly from D you cut an arc on this to get this point C. Then name them and join all the edges exactly the similar way, exactly the same way as that of the second position top view, and complete this sketch. So that means this sketch and this sketch should be the same except that the orientation. So then you need to write the front view. In order to write the front view, draw a vertical projector from O to the xy line, because O dash is on the xy line. So you project this to get this point O dash. Similarly, draw a vertical projector from C and also from B to the xy line, and then draw a horizontal projector from C dash and B dash to get this intersect at this point C dash and B dash here. Then draw a vertical projector from O1 and draw a horizontal projector from O1 dash to intersect at this point to get this point O1 dash. And then draw a horizontal projector from A dash and D dash and draw a vertical projector from A and D to intersect at the point A dash and D dash. Then join A dash to B dash, B dash to C dash, C dash to D dash and D dash to A dash with a continuous thin line. Similarly, join between O dash to A dash to O dash and also from D dash to O dash. Then join O dash and O1 dash with a center line marking. So then you apply the condition of visibility. So what is the condition of visibility? All the exterior edges of the boundaries of the solids are visible. So that means O dash to C dash, C dash to D dash, D dash to A dash and A dash to O dash, all will going to lie on the exterior edges of the boundaries of the solid. So you dot them. Then when you look from the front view, ABCD is near to the observer. So that means when you look from the front view, so here O is at the rear end and O1 is at the front end. So since at the front end, when you look from the front view, ABCD is near to the observer, so it becomes visible. So join between A dash to B dash with a continuous dark line, because that base is near to the observer, so it is visible. So once it is visible, only the left edge is O dash D dash. Since two visible edges can never cross each other, so O dash D dash cannot be a visible edge because A dash B dash is visible. So if O dash D dash becomes visible, then two visible edges can never cross each other, applying that rule. So obviously O dash D dash has to be invisible. Since A dash B dash C dash D dash is a surface which is near to the observer, since O1 dash is on that surface, so O1 dash is a visible edge. So we will going to finally look into the problem whether we have taken care of all the conditions which was given in the problem. So a square of 35 mm side, a square pyramid of 35 mm side and axis length 60 mm rests on one of its slant triangular faces on HP, and the axis appears to be inclined. Draw the projection when the axis appears to be inclined to VP at 45 degrees. So even in the final position we can see that the slant triangular face O dash B dash C dash is on XY line. Hence our problem is right.